Hello, this is Benita for Pajama Crafter Stamps, and today I'm going to make an underwater themed card. It's a block card. I will give you the measurements in a second. I'm just going to show you. I am using the mother puffer stamps, this puffer stamp, and then I have this sentiment: keep calm and stay sensational. I have prepared those, and what I did, I stamped 3 of them, 2 the normal way as it is, and then I did mirror stamping for this one. And it's hard to get the black outline as sharp as the normal way, so I traced it with another Ohuhu marker. That is what I am using when I'm coloring in my images. And I took out the stamp set and used the package to stamp it. So I stamped it first on there, and then I put the stamp on to the paper. And so that is how you get the mirror stamping. And these 3 are going on the card. And I'm using yellow YR17 and Y19 for one of them. And then I'm using R16 and R15 for the other one. And then I of course have to have an orange because that is my favorite color. So I will use YR111 and YR112 for the third. And then I have tried out a little background first, just to take a try out. And I have used my Distress Oxide inks, Salty Ocean, and the next one is Price Ribbon, and the third is Chipped Sapphire. So what I did was, I had a long piece. You can see here I have cut it up so it suits my card. So what I did was I started with the lighter one and just went over it with my brush like that, and then I took the next color, that is Price Ribbon, and did the same as long as I thought it was needed, and then the darkest one, and then I went over with the lighter again, and so on. And then I took a bowl of water, I had it in a glass, and dipped my fingers in and just flicked on the paper, because oxide reacts to water, so you get these lovely reactions here. So it looks like an underwater scene. And what I did was, when the water had reacted 30 seconds or so, I took a paper towel and just pressed and got that. And then here I tried some Posca pen, or Posca marker, just to make the bubbles for the fish, to see how that looked. So, and then I have glossy accents here, so I will put the bubble on top of the Posca pen, I think. We will see where I go with it. And then I have this lovely casted net stencil. So that is what I'm going to do next on the paper I have made. And the card itself is going to be like standing like this. So the fish will be swimming like so. And I will go over the measurements and score lines. But these papers, I think I will just put the net like so, or the net stencil, and then I will use the darkest one, chipped sapphire, and I'm just loosely going over that and see how it will look. And yeah, that is pretty cool. Like, yeah, so I will do that on these two also. Just a little bit with the same chipped sapphire oxide ink. Not too much, and yeah, that will be so cool. And then let them dry a bit, and then I will just clean off the stencil. Clean as you go. There. That's clean for next time. So the card itself is 12 inches long and 6 inches high. But in my case, it will be standing like so. So it will be 6 by 6 when it's finished, and it folds flat like so. So then I scored at 6, 7.5, 9, and 10.5, and you get this cube. So what I am going to do is take my collal and just add some glue on the outer part, and I did take away a slither just so it won't catch on the score line here. But if you see when I lay it flat like so, it's just 1/4 of an inch barely, and then I just press down. You have to wait a bit just so it will grab, and then you can fold it the other way. Like so. And there you have your card base. But you can have it like this too, but when it's underwater themed, I thought it was so fun to have the fish on there, like so, and then have the sentiment over here. So I will go over and get my stamping platform, and that, and then I will grab the paper and there. And then I am using VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. I find it very black, intense black. And if you wait a few hours when you have stamped your images, for example, you can use your alcohol markers on that. I have done that so many times and it works fine for me. So now I think I will wait and cut that out. So maybe you can tell this is the first video for Pajama Craft stamps, but yeah. I hope you will stay with me to see the finished card, and I will have the fish on foam just so they can come out a bit from the background. So this background I have, that is, I will give you the measurements, and in inches that is 5 3/4 by 4 1/4, and I think that's so cool with the stencil over there. So I will put that over there. I will glue that down first and give you the measurements for the 2 other panels. You can cut them down to size first before you do the ink blending, but I was trying out this yesterday, so I just went with the whole paper. And these are 1 1/4 by 5 3/4. So yeah, that will go on top of here, so it looks like it's continuing almost, and then this one will go there. So I take my collal again, try not to take too much. And try and get it even. Yeah. And this one. This is really cool. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments what you think. It's always nice to read the viewers' comments and such. So this is now going to dry a bit while I'm coloring. So I think this one will be the pink or coral. He's so cute, this little puffer. Yeah. And mirror stamping is something that I forget sometimes, or often. So there are so many techniques out there to try, and I will try and do some more techniques and card folds here on this channel, just so maybe you get something new to try. And Pajama Craft Stamps has a Facebook group, a blog, and Instagram, so just look around for Pajama Craft Stamps and you get so much inspiration. So this little puffer will be yellow. I hope these will be standing out on the blue background. I think they will. And I'm using Ohuhu markers. I have used them 4 years now, I think, and I really love the way it looks when you have colored them, the images. There, and then the orange. I'm just going to try and see. Yeah, this is the one I'm going to start with. Oh, I knew he would be lovely in orange. Yeah. And then go over the fins, the fin and fins, fin tail. Is that a word? So cute. So now I'm going to fussy cut them out. And I hope if you haven't tried mirror stamping, try and see how you think it is, if you like it. And have you tried it before? Let me know in the comments. What did you think about it? What was the hardest part? I have tried so many. I have tried on photopolymer, you know, a big background thing, and stamped, and I didn't get it to work really, so I just tried the package itself now, so, and that worked perfectly, or the best of the things I have tried. So yeah, do you have a trick when you do mirror stamping? I have lots of questions, as you can tell. But let me know. I am intrigued. So I'm just fussy cutting out these little cute fish. And one more. And then we are going to use the Posca marker to make the bubbles and then add the shimmer so it looks like real bubbles with a glossy accent. I haven't tried the awesome sauce that Pajama Crafter Stamps has. I wonder if you can make bubbles with it, or is it maybe... Oh, this is so cute. Oh, yeah, that is really cute. I think I will have them like this. Yeah, and on foam, of course. I have big foam squares here for my stash. And put that on the back. And just yeah. And one more. They were perfect in size for these. And I love how the net looks on the background, really, really cool. And the last one, there. And they look so cute. Let's see. There. And then I think I will take a gray marker, just because I really don't want the white to show. I want them to blend in and let the color of the fish just to help them stand out. I could have done this before I put them on the card, of course, but I like to make it hard for myself even. There. And then the last one. And there. And then we are going to make the bubbles. This is so cute. So now I'm just going to take the Posca pen and just oops, that was flowing. It has been here in the warm craft room. There. And then we will try and see how this will work now. After a few seconds. But isn't this adorable? I really like it. Yeah, so maybe I will let that dry a bit and then take the paper trimmer and trim that. And it could be cool to have quite a bit of white around it, but not that much, because it needs to be on the a little less. trying to get it even. There. Like so. And I think I will have that on foam too. Just to help it stand out. I don't know if I am having it there. Yeah, I think I will have that there. Yeah. Yes. I really like it there. And more foam pads. And take the backing off. And if I get it straight, it would be better. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, and now the bubbles here is almost dried, except for the big one there, but I will do that last. And this will dry clear. Oops, I missed that one. Yeah, so this was a fun card to make, and I love the puff fish. And of course the mirror stamping was the technique with the fish. And I will make more backgrounds with my distress oxides and show you more in detail if you are not familiar with it. So stay tuned on Pajama Craft Stamps channel. So thank you for today and wish you a very good day. See you next time. Bye.